Give me 40 seconds to reveal why you're walking past women who are literally chasing you. Right now, there's probably a woman in your life who's doing everything except putting up a billboard that says, "I want you," but you can't see it, and it's not your fault. Because society taught you that women sit back and wait, that they drop subtle hints and hope you notice. But here's the truth. When a woman really wants you, she doesn't wait. She hunts, just differently than you do. Machiavelli understood this 500 years ago. He wrote that the greatest leaders read what others miss. They see the invisible signals. They understand the unspoken language. And in the game of attraction, the man who can read her pursuit signals never misses an opportunity. The man who can't, he watches her give up and move on to someone who actually notices. I'm about to show you 5 undeniable green lights that mean she's actively pursuing you. Not interested, not curious, actively hunting. And if you're missing these, you're leaving attraction on the table every single day. Most men have this completely backwards. They think attraction is something they need to create from scratch. They think they need to impress her, chase her, convince her. But when a woman is truly interested, she's already doing half the work. She's creating opportunities. She's opening doors. She's basically handing you the keys to her attention. Your only job is to recognize it and walk through. But here's where 92% of men fail. They're so focused on creating attraction that they miss when it's already there. They're so busy planning their next move that they ignore her moves, and she interprets that as disinterest, so she pulls back. The green lights fade. The opportunity disappears. Let me show you exactly what to look for. Green light number 1. She finds reasons to be in your orbit. This isn't coincidence. This is deliberate. If she keeps showing up where you are, pay attention. If she extends conversations that should naturally end, that's a signal. If she lingers after everyone else leaves, she's creating private moments. Women don't waste time on men they're not interested in. If she's investing her time in your proximity, she wants something to happen. Most men think, oh, she just happens to be here. No, she made it happen. Green light number 2. She mirrors and amplifies your energy. Watch what happens when you laugh. She laughs harder. Watch what happens when you get excited. Her energy spikes. Watch what happens when you tell a story. She leans in, completely absorbed. This is called energy synchronization, and it's one of the most powerful indicators of romantic interest. She's not just being polite. She's showing you that your state affects her state, that your vibe influences her vibe. This is subconscious attraction playing out in real time. If she's consistently matching and amplifying your energy, she's already emotionally invested. Green light number 3. She becomes a detective about your life. She asks about your past, your relationships, your family. She asks about your future, your plans, your goals. She asks about your present, your routine, your habits. But here's what most men miss. These aren't small talk questions. This is strategic intelligence gathering. When she asks about your ex, she's figuring out your type. When she asks about your career goals, she's seeing if there's space for her. When she asks about your family, she's imagining integration. She's not just curious. She's evaluating compatibility. She's looking for connection points. She's building a map of who you are, and she's giving you opportunities to ask about her life too. That's the green light. When she opens these doors, walk through them. If you're starting to recognize signals you've been blind to, hit subscribe. I break down attraction psychology every single week that most men never learn. Once you understand these patterns, you'll never miss another opportunity. Green light number 4. She creates physical proximity and contact. This is where the signal becomes impossible to miss. She touches your arm when she laughs, touches your shoulder when making a point. She stands closer than necessary, sits next to you instead of across. She playfully pushes you when you tease her, grabs your hand when she's excited. None of this is accidental. This is intentional boundary dissolution. She's testing your comfort with her touch. She's creating intimacy through physicality. And here's the crucial part. If you don't reciprocate, she thinks you're not interested. Machiavelli wrote that actions reveal true intentions more than words ever could. Her actions are screaming that she wants physical closeness. Your job is to recognize it and respond with appropriate escalation. Green light number 5. She makes herself consistently available for you. This is the most obvious yet most overlooked signal. She cancels plans to hang out with you. She stays up late texting even though she has work tomorrow. She says yes immediately when you suggest meeting up. She participates in activities she wouldn't normally do because you're involved. Think about this logically. Women have busy lives, full schedules, multiple options. If she's consistently prioritizing you, that's not friendship. That's romantic interest. She's showing you through her availability that you matter, that time with you is valuable, that you're worth rearranging her life for. Most men completely miss this signal. They think, she must not have much going on. Wrong. She has plenty going on. She's choosing you over all of it. Now here's where this gets really powerful. These 5 green lights rarely appear alone. When a woman is actively pursuing you, you'll see multiple signals happening simultaneously. She'll create opportunities to be near you while asking deep questions about your life. She'll mirror your energy while finding reasons to touch you. She'll make herself available while gathering information about your past and future. This is what female pursuit looks like. It's not one grand gesture. It's a constellation of behaviors building over time. And here's the part where most men completely blow it. They see the green lights but don't respond. They enjoy the attention but take no action. They recognize her interest but wait for her to make it even more obvious. Big mistake. The green lights mean she's interested. They don't mean your work is done. They mean the path is clear, but you still have to walk it. She's creating opportunities. You still have to seize them. She's showing interest. You still have to escalate. She's making herself available. You still have to make concrete plans. Here's how this plays out in real life. Woman starts showing up at the coffee shop the same time as you every morning. Green light 1. She gets genuinely excited when you talk about your weekend adventures. Green light 2. She asks about your family, your childhood, your dreams. Green light 3. She touches your arm when laughing, sits close when showing you something on her phone. Green light 4. She immediately says yes when you suggest grabbing dinner sometime. Green light 5. All 5 green lights are flashing. She's not subtly interested. She's actively pursuing. Most men would still wonder, does she like me? The answer is screaming at you. Yes. The real question is, what are you going to do about it? Because here's what happens when you miss these signals. She assumes you're not interested. She starts pulling back. The green lights dim. The opportunities close. And 6 months later, you realize she was into you the whole time. But by then, she's moved on to someone who actually recognized her pursuit. Here's what happens when you see the signals and respond. Everything accelerates naturally. When she creates opportunities, you create them too. When she mirrors your energy, you amplify it further. When she asks personal questions, you match her depth. When she touches you, you reciprocate appropriately. When she makes herself available, you lock in concrete plans. This is how attraction builds real momentum. This is how interest transforms into connection. This is how casual dating becomes something meaningful. Machiavelli said, fortune favors the bold, but it also favors the observant. The man who reads signals and acts on them never misses opportunities. The man who's blind to signals watches them vanish. Daily, here's your assignment. Starting today, look at the women currently in your life. Is anyone consistently creating opportunities to be around you? Is anyone matching and amplifying your energy when you interact? Is anyone asking deeper questions about your life, past and future? Is anyone finding excuses for physical contact or proximity? Is anyone making themselves unusually available when you reach out? If you can answer yes to 3 or more of these about the same woman, stop wondering. She's not just interested. She's actively pursuing you. The only question remaining is whether you're going to pursue her back. Because attraction requires 2 players. She can send every green light in existence, but if you never respond, nothing happens. Before I let you go, if this video is changing how you see the signals around you, subscribe to this channel. I teach the hidden psychology of attraction that transforms how you interact with women. And once you see these patterns, you can't unsee them. That's your advantage. Don't be the man who realizes 6 months too late that she was chasing him. Be the man who sees the green lights in real time and takes action. Be the man who recognizes pursuit when it's happening. Be the man who never misses an opportunity. Because he's actually paying attention. The women in your life are already showing you their interest. Your job is to finally start seeing it and then doing something about it.